Welcome back for round two. Pikachu sneaking up here. We got a really interesting match. We got Vishy, Vasaderan, and Jesus, Quintero. This is going to be fun because I talked a little bit, I've seen a little bit of both teams. I do really think you're going to have some fun with this matchup. You're going to see Vishy here on the left side with Rayquaza, Xerneas, Tapu Lele, Amoonguss, Incineroar, and Gengar, and he's all locked in. And Jesus got that Mono Water going with Palkia, Blastoise, Empoleon, Tapu Fini, Slowbro, and Kyogre. And instantly, as soon as I said Slowbro, the Slowpoke song just got stuck in my head. So thanks, Pokemon Company, for doing that to me. This is going to be interesting to see how Mono Water pops up. Usually, it's a bit of an unfortunate team to be carrying when you see a Groudon, but luckily for Jesus, there's no Groudon on Vishy's team. We got that Rayquaza, Xerneas combination, so not really much to worry about there. I mean, for the most part, if you're carrying an Ice type on that, if you're carrying an Ice type on one of your Water types, you can be able to really handle that. And we saw Empoleon, we see Palkia and Tapu Fini now, but with Empoleon and its Steel type attacks, that might actually be able to handle Xerneas. So we're gonna see. Vishy going for Tapu Lele and Gengar. So in this case, we're going to see that Tapu Lele activate the Psychic Terrain, but that's canceled out. Going to the Misty Terrain with Tapu Fini, and then Palkia's Pressure. So right off the bat, we can tell Palkia's a bit slower, Tapu Fini as well, slower than Tapu Lele, and Gengar, one of the fastest Pokemon, actually the fastest on the field, at least going by base speed. But you know, all these Pokemon are really interesting because they both have Trick Room sets and possible fast sets. So in this case, either way, we could see this going. Tapu Fini gonna swap out, going now into Blastoise. That's really fun to see, Blastoise on the field. Palkia gonna protect, doesn't want to get hit this turn. Moonblast coming out from the Tapu Lele, not gonna do anything. Taunt from Gengar, not gonna also do anything. Gengar has made a name for himself this year a lot, especially with Mega Gengar coming back into play. But right now, Mega Gengar not gonna be revealed. So now I'm wondering, we could see with a Taunt, possibly could be Focus Sash as well as another item we saw a while back. So I don't know. We can see, and of course with Rayquaza on the field, usually Rayquaza, or on Vishy's side, Rayquaza and Gengar, you alternate between the two Megas there, depending on who you want to bring in. So if Gengar is a Mega right away, there's a shot that you're going to see Mega Rayquaza later, keeping that in mind. So it could go with Vishy could end up going for that though. Not necessarily that he would need to right now. Jesus has an interesting strategy too, because he can actually go for, well, he's gonna first off Mega Blastoise, but there is a shot he could use Fake Out, and then I know Blastoise with Fake Out, it is one of the, no one really remembers that it gets it, and there it is. But it's one of the most underrated move. Well, it's not an underrated move, but it's an underrated move on Blastoise. A lot of people forget that it actually has it, and it's able to, in this case, flinch that Tapu Lele, as we see Sludge Bomb do over 50% on Palkia. Once again, not Mega. And Gengar just goes down thanks to that Hydro Pump, but that Hydro Pump's now disabled thanks to Cursed Body. So Jesus got a knockout, but unfortunately not gonna really be able to do much with his Palkia. Still, Xerneas coming out. That's a really relatively safe spot for Xerneas to come out right now, because first off, Fake Out's gone. The highest attack move from Palkia, highest stab move from Palkia, Hydro Pump gone. So you have essentially a free setup on Geomancy here. Now, it's interesting because Geomancy, again, it's such a strong move that it's so hard to think of what can counter it. And again, I keep going back to that Empoleon because that is the Steel type on Jesus' team. That's the one that can really knock out whatever Fairy types that Vishy has. But Empoleon's a bit tricky because it's not really relatively strong. We're going to see Tapu Fini actually come out instead. Tapu Fini is another one that can really help against Xerneas. Haze, prominent, very prominent. And we're going to see that double switch out, and we're going to see that Kyogre at that last spot on Jesus' team. So, no Empoleon. Looks like maybe we're going to see Haze, I'm thinking, on Tapu Fini here to try and get rid of that Xerneas, but you're also going to have to keep your Primal Kyogre alive. So it's going to be a balance. And we see Primordial Seed definitely helping Jesus' team here with all those water types. I kind of find it funny. You don't have any water types on Vishy's team, but you do all water types on Jesus's. And that's Tapu Lele going for a very strong Moonblast onto the opposing Tapu Fini. That kind of gives us, it might be, and it was also able to move before Xerneas. So I'm guessing here that it's got a choice item, either Specs or Scarf, and that it could go either way because it was a relative. Depending on how bulky Tapu Fini is, you can be able to figure that out. We obviously don't know, but Jesus might have an idea with that. And we see Tapu Fini go for its leftovers, so it's going to recover just a little bit of HP at the end of that turn. So now Xerneas obviously fastest on the field, regardless of what item Tapu Fini has. Tapu Lele has, sorry. And with that in mind, it's going to be able to essentially just go for a Dazzling Gleam and try and knock out both of Jesus' Pokemon. It's actually going to be able to get Tapu Fini down to red health, Kyogre down to half. Tapu Fini goes down. Kyogre now has a half health attack. It goes for Origin Pulse here. That's going to be unfortunate because Xerneas is +2, but it is going to go ahead and knock out Tapu Lele. Actually does a really good amount onto Xerneas for being a Geomancy Xerneas. Vishy now down to his last 2. Jesus has got his last 3. Rayquaza going to come out. Possibly was going to remove the effects of the rain here. But also with its Delta Stream, it could be able to negate any flying type weaknesses that Rayquaza has. We'll get into that a bit later at the end of this turn, and that also explains why we didn't see Mega Gengar, because Rayquaza does Mega Evolve. But Blastoise coming out, don't forget, it does have Fake Out, so Xerneas might want to protect this turn. We also know that, well, that's the first thing. We see Mega Rayquaza Mega Evolve here. Vishy definitely has the fastest team. So it's interesting because, in this case, I think Jesus needs a crit on the Xerneas for the Kyogre. Maybe not even, if the Xerneas doesn't protect here. We're going to see that Fake Out. It actually targets Rayquaza, and Xerneas is able to get a Dazzling Gleam out. I was thinking that Fake Out would be able to hit that. Oh my gosh, Kyogre takes it, goes for Blizzard, misses Xerneas, but it's going to hit the Rayquaza. I was not expecting that at all, and Rayquaza takes that. Okay. Okay. That was a bunch of really close calls. I actually did not think that Kyogre was going to survive the Dazzling Gleam, and I did not think that Rayquaza was going to take that Blizzard, but both of them did, hanging on with about 7 health each. Wow, okay. What a bulky team on both sides, actually, to be able to do that. Well, it looks bulky. I don't know if it actually is, but that was impressive to me. Jesus still has his last Pokemon in the back, which could come out, and it's tough. I think Xerneas has probably the advantage here. I think Xerneas just needs a quick Dazzling Gleam. I think I might have swapped out. It's tough with Blastoise, because Blastoise with Fake Out really is the key here to take on Vishy Xerneas. Now that you know it's going to go for Geomancy, that surprise factor's gone. Now you know he's most likely going to bring in Xerneas. You can counter for that, or prepare for that. Palkia being the last Pokemon here at half health, and at this point, yeah, Vishy's going to be able to take this match with a Dazzling Gleam. So if you're Jesus, you got to think, okay, what do we do? You've got Empoleon. Again, I don't know how strong that would be. In theory, Steel type's good. You also have some abilities. I know Defiance, one of those abilities. So if you see that Incineroar come out on the field, instantly you get a +1 in attack. That could be very useful against Xerneas. And we might see Incineroar depending on what Vishy is planning. That's a good partner with Rayquaza because it will not be able... although it's up against a bunch of water types, it does have that plus in removing the rain. So that's one shot. So Vishy's got he's got the advantage. I think Jesus, it looks like he's got a relatively slow team, actually, when you look at it, at least on the team preview here. Slow, bro. Palkia can go Trick Room. Palkia is one of those Pokemon that can go either way. Tapu Fini is relatively slow. Empoleon also relatively slow. Blastoise is literally a turtle, so yeah, it's slow. The only really possibly fast Pokemon on Jesus' team is Kyogre, which we did see go Origin Pulse and Blizzard, so we know it is not Choice Scarf. So Jesus' whole team, I think possibly, if he's lucky, could get up the Trick Room right away. That might be able to stop Xerneas too. But other than that, Xerneas really steamrolls Jesus' team, so we'll see if he's going to be able to pull that off in the end here. I wouldn't be surprised if Vishy goes for the same combination of Tapu Lele here. Okay, so we're going to see Tapu Fini Kyogre actually first from Jesus. I was expecting Tapu Fini Blastoise. If we see this, we're going to see a swap up from Vishy here, going for Incineroar and Rayquaza. So, like I said, that's the combination you want to bring in if you're bringing in Incineroar. You just Mega Evolve that Rayquaza, get rid of the rain that Kyogre's about to put on the field. So, that's the way you do it. So we can see the Intimidate not going to affect either Tapu Fini or Kyogre here. And there is Kyogre going for that Primal Recursion. So, with that in mind, we now know that the Primal DLC coming out. Fake Out obviously going to be very prominent for Vishy here. Rayquaza here is actually, it's in a good spot and a bad spot at the same time. It's in a very good spot because it can Mega Evolve, set up whatever it needs to, and then, but when it comes to the attacks, it is threatened by Kyogre with that Blizzard, and Tapu Fini with Icy Wind possibly, or Muddy Water, or really any other spread move. It took Blizzard with just 7 health, so any other move from Tapu Fini will get rid of it. What Vishy has here is that advantage in speed with Rayquaza, but other than that, and of course Incineroar, it's tough because Incineroar's real use here is to fake out and get out, because other than that, it's going to get knocked out, so that was really fun to say. But we see the Mega Evolve Rayquaza here with that Delta Stream. And Kyogre actually just going to protect itself. It doesn't really want to get any chip damage. It doesn't want to get hit or anything. We see Fake Out from Incineroar, going to target the Tapu Fini, and Dragon Ascent also going to hit the Kyogre this time, and it's going to protect. So once again, we're back in the spot where nothing practically is happening, except Tapu Fini took literally 1 damage. It looks like of chip damage. So kind of in a stalemate here. Rain is gone though, so it's now the Delta Stream. So with that in mind, Jesus' Blizzard not going to do too much compared to what it could do if it was out in the rain or the Primordial Sea. And you know what's interesting is Kyogre, I don't really know if there's anything preventing Kyogre from swapping out and getting that Primordial Sea back in play. Tapu Fini could also go, if it's carrying Heal Pulse, might be able to predict that Rayquaza will target the left slot on Jesus' side, and if it survives the attack, go for a Heal Pulse, and instantly, just like that, you have a pretty much healthy Pokemon despite taking whatever Rayquaza is going to hit. We're not going to see any switch outs, actually. We're going to see Dragon Ascent target Kyogre. Kyogre, it most likely will be able to take the... Oh! I lied. Yeah, it's not going to be able to take that. Maybe this Rayquaza is a bit stronger than I thought, or Kyogre's weaker than I thought. Either way, that did a lot of damage. There's your answer. It's a Life Orb Rayquaza. I was right. It is stronger. So we saw that, and Rayquaza now down on the ground. Not sure that's going to matter. U-turning out with Incineroar. So, again, Fake Out resets, super useful. Intimidate, super useful. U-turn is a move that Incineroar lives for, essentially. Vishy now has any option to go into. Gonna go into that Xerneas. So now, actually, Xerneas is in an interesting spot, because going up against Tapu Fini right away is a bit tricky, because we don't know if Tapu Fini is carrying Haze. It didn't end up using it because I believe it got knocked out before it can move. So in this case, or at least had to switch out before it can move. So in this case, Xerneas, we're going to see Palkia come out. Interesting, because Palkia actually has... It's pretty much threatened by both Rayquaza and Xerneas, depending on what moves they have. I think that she's got this, obviously, on paper, he's got the head start, but if Jesus can pull out some sort of, maybe if they call the Xerneas going for Geomancy and goes for Haze, that might be very useful. We see Palkia protect, doesn't want to get hit. I was expecting Palkia actually maybe to go Trick Room if we were going to go for the Haze. Dragon Scent from Rayquaza, not going to do anything. Xerneas going for Moonblast, and we're going to see Tapu Fini go for Nature's Madness onto the Rayquaza slot. So, chipping the Rayquaza first, and it looks like this Xerneas is scared of that Haze from Tapu Fini, because it was able to go ahead and protect, or go for Moonblast, protect itself from being hazed, essentially. The Moonblast went onto the Palkia, so it didn't do much at all. It didn't do anything at all, excuse me. But now the question is, how much can that do? Can a non-Geomancy Xerneas knock out this Palkia? And I think the answer to that is really going to be in Palkia's item and Palkia's spread here, because if it is carrying Assault Vest, there's a good shot at that, except it can't because it's protected. So now you got to rely on basic bulk. So now, if Palkia's bulky enough, it might be able to, but this Dragon Ascent's going to get it, actually knock it out completely with a critical hit. And we see the double defense drop from Rayquaza. Xerneas gonna go for Moonblast once again. This time targeting the Tapu Fini since it's the only Pokemon on the field. And there's the Haze, so that's that confirmation of that. So yeah. You know, Fini just really is able to hard stop Xerneas here, because Xerneas can't do anything without its Geomancy, or it can, but not very as effectively. unless you have something like Palkia, which is weak to it on the field. But we're going to see the Blastoise come back out, fake out once again on the field. Interestingly enough, I think Jesus might have a good shot at taking this, depending on what happens. It's going to come down to Blastoise and top Blastoise moveset here. We don't know too much about it, except it has Fake Out, which is very useful. But if it's carrying something that can handle the Xerneas, I think they have a shot, depending on what the last Pokemon is. Rayquaza going to be able to go first, though, so no Fake Out, actually. This is targeting a Tapu Fini as well. And a Live Orb Dragon Ascent, Rayquaza against a not full health Tapu Fini is going to be able to knock it out. And now at this point with the Fini gone, Xerneas is free to set up Geomancy. Again, unless this Blastoise has something up its sleeve to counter Xerneas, then Vishy has taken this match. So it's all going to come down to this move here. We're going to see what this Blastoise can do. So there's that Geomancy for good now on the field. I'm thinking like, it needs something to pull out like a Gyro Ball. We're going to see Water Spout. It is actually at full health, but it's going to get rid of Rayquaza. Xerneas takes it though. And now at that point, Xerneas is fastest on the field. I really don't see any way that Jesus is going to win this, and I think Vishy's going to take that match here. As we wait now, yeah, you know, I'm just thinking about it. Unless like a, no, I don't see anything happening except, yeah, now with the Fake Out on the field, it's over. Blastoise might have Protect, which could prolong the Fake Out, but other than that, Vishy's going to take this match for good. Locking it really fast here. Very well played game, actually, especially for a mono-type team. Jesus' water types really pulled off a rather impressive attempt, you know? I think that if he was positioned into him, and we're not going to see Protect, so it looks like this is how it's going to end as the Moonblast connects with this Mega Blastoise. But, you know, for Jesus' team, for the most part, it is a good team on paper, you know? When you look at it, there's all these water types have some sort of use on the team. The interesting thing with it is, though, it's just, I feel like the tough part is, with this team, you need to position it in the exact right spot, or otherwise, it's just, you're sitting ducks to get hit with stuff like Xerneas, which is why I think Tapu Fini had an unfortunate end with that knockout on the Rayquaza. If it stayed around longer, who knows what could have happened. You know, Xerneas now acting as just a normal attacker, that might have changed the game. So again, very good plays, and of course got to commend Vishy for winning that match. Played it absolutely right, got in the right spots, and that's how he took that thing. And now I believe he's 2-2, so he might end up hitting top 8 later. Stick around to find out for sure.